I'll let you in on a secret, but I'm a pretty big deal.
Are you sure about that?
Okay, so let me get this straight. I'm somewhere that's not what I would call Earth. I'm seeing freaking dragons, and oh yeah, I'm talking to a cop.
Shut up!
Tweeted out, I says, I'm inches from pulling the trigger on Forspoken at $70. Part of it is the good stuff I'm hearing from people who are playing it, and the fact I did enjoy the demo. The other part is I want to buy it despite the assholes who clearly don't like women, black people, or PlayStation. Now,
Did I just do that?
Well, definitely with my assistance.
I did not just do that.
We did.
I just moved with my mind.
Perhaps our connection has somehow awoken some abilities.
I just moved with my mind.
I just keep hearing I.
I just moved with my freaking mind! Yeah, okay, that is something I do now. I do magic, talk to sentient cuffs, kill jacked up beasts. You know what? I'll probably fly next.
Now you're just being ridiculous.
Oh, that's too far. Good to know there's a line.
If you could just master these new abilities, with my help, of course.
Did you not just see me take out that gnarly beast?
All right, zip it. Zip. Exhibit A. I'm Zippy Longstockings. When comes along, you must zip it.
Well, who would have guessed it? Forspoken's performance is terrible not only on PC, but also on PS5. Highly suggest you go and watch Digital Foundry's video on the PS5 version of the game. They showcase the good and the very bad of the game. I also suggest you look at Oh No It's Alex's video on the PC port review. I like watching his because he runs a 2070 Super, which is a more realistic card for what normal consumers have. And the reflection upon all of this is the Metacritic score, which is sitting at a 69. Nice. But oh no, when I go on Twitter, guess what the ponies were doing? The same as usual. Deflecting, defending, and oh my god, just coping and seething. As usual, the nonsense we've got to put up with on Twitter, it was actually cancerous to look at. Let's get into this.
Steam should allow devs and publishers to disable review section.
We're already off to a great start. Why the hell would you want the review section gone from a storefront? Isn't it nice to know what the game's going to be like before you buy it? I mean, if the review section says mixed, you may think, I might like it, I might not. If the review section says very bad, don't touch it. If it says positive or overwhelmingly positive, then you might just want to check it out. This is the most stupid thing I've ever seen. And this is only the beginning.
A few games I enjoyed, despite their lower Metacritic scores.
Okay, you may have enjoyed them games, but two of them games I hope you didn't pay full price for, because Gotham Knights and Saints Row got massively discounted after a couple of months, because they weren't selling, because the quality did not match the price.
Engaging in Forspoken's hate train, but as soon as Starfield is touched, it'll be these haters have no life and no friends.
Forspoken has an internal resolution of 720p for performance mode. In a 1.5 can't brute force this game out of PS3 territory.
You're goddamn right.
How great is Nicola? I haven't seen his face on Twitter in a while. Christ, I didn't miss him at all. But the Forspoken hate train, there's no hate train for this game. Everyone's just spitting facts. It's true that this game has very piss poor performance. The game isn't really interesting. The gameplay looks okay. The story doesn't. The world doesn't look interesting at all. Nobody's on a hate train for this game. It's just that there's very little to like about this game.
Subscription gaming, folks.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing.
I can't believe there's people out there like this that feel the need to defend a game just because it's on the platform they chose to buy. And saying that subscription gaming folks' games are bad, well, let me tell you something. They didn't have to pay a $70 premium to play them games in the first place. So if they don't like them, delete it, move on to the next one. The mental gymnastics of these fanboys absolutely baffle me.
The duality of an Xbot. 60s only good for Xbox and Xbots.
Oh Christ, it's J-Dub. If you look at this man's Twitter feed, it's littered with just fanboyism extreme. I don't really know what word I can use to describe his Twitter feed, but literally the console wars live in this man's head. This made up fictional war that they choose to participate in actually destroys my brain. Honest to God, you need a heavy dose of alcohol, drugs, anything just to put up with this man's bullshit online. Unreal amounts of dick riding for one company actually breaks my brains.
To all my PlayStation homies out there, if an Xbox says anything about how Forspoken is trash for getting a 69 Metacritic score, after years of Xbox proclaiming that 60s is the new 80s, do this.
Ball your motherfucking fist up like this here. Swing that motherfucker. And hit that bitch right on top of her head.
Oh, that's right. The Metacritic Score is the most important things to these fanboys. Especially the PlayStation fanboys. They don't care if PlayStation brings out good games or bad games. As long as that Metacritic Score is up there, they're happy. They should realistically be criticizing some of the shit that PlayStation does. And the fact that they charged way over the top for some of their games. Look at The Last of Us Part 1, the remake. $70, £70, whatever. It was too much. Forspoken does not look like a £70 game. Why are you capping for this game so much when it needs to be criticised? And Square Enix is to blame for this, not Sony. If you fanboys called out the company more often instead of dick riding the company, maybe, just maybe, because you're a small minority on the internet, just maybe the company might do something about it.
Forspoken was made by the B team. Ain't that the excuse bots make for Bethesda and other Xbox games?
If J-Dub read his tweets before he actually posted them, he should have seen the memes. He should have seen other people laughing, not with him, but at him. This war against Xbox is what he lives for, and that's what he wants to be known for, which is actually sad.
Sony first party IP gonna have to continue to hold the gaming industry up on its back. Third party can't handle the demand, I guess. Hashtag Forspoken.
Yeah, right, Sony carrying the industry on their back. Keep dreaming. There's more games out there than the very few titles that Sony have put out there in the last few years. But now I have to move on to a man that gave me a reason to buy a PlayStation 3, and that's David Jaffe. Because I absolutely loved God of War 1, 2 and 3, even Ascension, because the gameplay was actually fantastic. But Jaffe can say some absolutely ridiculous things at times. Let's go and have a look and see what he said.
Anyway, let's go to this thing. So I tweeted this out. Here's what I tweeted. I just want to speak to this briefly. I tweeted out, I says, I'm inches from pulling the trigger on Forspoken at $70. Part of it is the good stuff I'm hearing from people who are playing it, and the fact I did enjoy the demo. The other part is I want to buy it despite the assholes who clearly don't like women, black people, or PlayStation. Now, the reason I want to talk about this briefly is that this has gotten some traction, nothing massive or anything, but as my life goes, there's a number of people pushing back on me because what they're trying to suggest I said was that the reason everybody is hating on Forspoken is because they're racist. And unfortunately, that's not what I wrote. I just read you what I wrote. I said, I want to buy it in part because I enjoyed the demo, and in part because I'm hearing people that are playing it say it's good. The other part is I want to buy it to spite the assholes. Now, again, I can't really spite them, but it's just more like a fuck you in a tweet. I'm not really sitting there buying it thinking I'm going to get at these people. But the other part is I want to spite the assholes who clearly don't like women, black people, or PlayStation.
Now, the fact that people won't buy a game because it has a black female protagonist is absolutely ridiculous. The protagonist, yes, is an important character to a game, but as long as they're written well and it's well performed, who cares? And then, on top of that, the gameplay is the most important part. The fact that she's black and a woman shouldn't be a concern to anyone. Now, the silly thing Jaffe said here was the fact that he would buy the game in spite of those people. Realistically, no, you shouldn't drop your money just to spite someone. That's a bad mentality in my book, because in all honesty, I got better things to spend my money on. I wouldn't buy anything just to spite someone, because at the end of the day, that's my money. I wouldn't buy something if I really want it, or if I like that product, the product is going to benefit me in some way. Like if I buy a game, let's take for example God of War Ragnarok. I wanted to play God of War Ragnarok because I wanted to hear the story for myself. Didn't want to pay £70 for it, but I enjoyed that game. It was a very good story. The gameplay was great, and I completed and I platinumed it. So that's where you should spend your money, where it matters, not just to spite someone. Jaffe, come on, you're better than this. You created the best game series of all time. I still have respect for him. Now that'll do it for this one. I think J-Dub has finally broken my brain. I'm gonna search the internet for more stuff. Hopefully I can keep my sanity while doing it. Thank you to all my new subscribers. If I reach my subscriber goal this year, which is not a big goal, it's 1,000, I'm going to purchase a more professional microphone. This USB microphone isn't the best thing. Liking and subscribing would be very appreciated by me. Thank you all. I'll see you in the next one.